Hello everyone, so today we're taking a look at my 5 most used bags for 2021. Albeit I didn't include any Balenciaga in this video. Want to find out why? Stay tuned. Hello everyone and welcome. If you're new to my channel, my name is Caleb, and on here you're going to find a lot of things like luxury shopping, reveals, reviews, unboxings, luxury travel, daily vlogs, pretty much anything that has to do with life and style, you're going to find right here on this channel. So before we go any further, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell icon so that way you're notified when I post new content every Wednesday and Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time, and find me over on Instagram and TikTok, caleb.snell.designer on both platforms. So at the beginning of the video, now for those of you who know me, this is kind of a Balenciaga obsessed channel. I think every week so far this year we've talked about Balenciaga in some way or form, whether it's bags I want to buy, doubles in my collection, neglected bag tag. We've talked about them time and time again on this channel. So I was talking with Zane before getting ready for this video today, and we both agreed that literally if I was going to film my top most used bags of 2021, it'd be 5 Balenciaga bags. And I'm trying to give you guys a break, and I went to my next most popular designers, if you will. So these are bags that I legitimately used a lot in 2021, and we're going to get into that here in a minute. But before we get started, make sure to comment down below which of the 5 Balenciaga bags in my collection you think I used the most. It's probably an envelope clutcher too, I guarantee it. All right guys, so I'm not going to do this in really any particular order. A few of these I pretty much owned all of 2021. A couple of them showed up a little late in the year. Well, one of them did anyway. Without further ado, let's dive in. Now, probably the most used bag for 2021 would be the Louis Vuitton Pallas beauty bag. Now, obviously I don't use this for cosmetics and things when I travel. I just use this as a daily clutch, and it is literally so perfect for that, you guys. I am so upset that they discontinued this bag without ever introducing any of the other colors like from the daily collection. I absolutely love my daily pouch with the rose ballerine trim, if you will. I don't know why I forgot the word there for a minute. So with the Pallas beauty bag, they literally did 2 colors. They did the noir, which I have, and then the cherry, and I'm not the biggest fan of red in my wardrobe. I'm already very pinky red toned as it is. I don't need to exacerbate that fact by wearing red. It is not my color unless I'm wearing that fabulous Gucci cape. Anyway, beside the point, I got the black. Now the backstory to this, I'm not gonna bore you with the entire story. I have literally told you guys 1,000 times running through Germany at Christmas time, but moral of the story is Zane and I were in Germany for Christmas and I had to have this bag and I wanted it so badly. We went back the next day, had to run across Munich, whole thing, find out the story on the reveal or review of this bag. It's there, I promise. Usually when I buy a new bag on vacation, like when we were in Spain, I bought the Balenciaga bag, the 2 Gucci's in the long shop. I leave them in the box until I get home, and then I don't know. I just like to save like my new items for like a minute before I actually use them. Is anyone else like that? So typically when I buy a new item, it either stays in the box, stays in the dust bag, I set it up on my shelf and I just look at it before I actually use it. Like sometimes it takes me about a month to get to a new item for some reason. Is that a weird quirk of mine? Do you do it? Let me know. Anyway, with this bag, I could not wait. Literally while we were in Germany, I had it out of the box. I think I carried it to the fashion outlet. Was that in Stuttgart, I think? There's literally photos of me eating my pasta with it beside me, sitting in a Starbucks, sliding into a DM on my stories. I love this bag. So it's very simple, just your typical monogram coated canvas, all one piece. They've actually literally used only one piece and kind of folded it up here on the gussets on the sides, and I love it. It is so simple, it's so easy to carry, just throw it under your arm, you're good to go, and it holds literally everything you need for the day. Typically, I carry this to work a lot, I carry this out shopping, to lunch, you name it, it's gone with me. It's probably all over my Instagram. Behind Balenciaga, this is probably one of my most favorite bags. It's just, it's plump, it's squishy, it's everything a Louis Vuitton bag should be, and we're here for it. So this was probably, even including up against some of my Balenciagas, probably my #1 bag for 2021 and probably 2020. Oh wow, COVID's been a minute. For some reason I was thinking like, oh, it was 2019 and then 2021. No, Caleb, that's not how math works. Yeah, so I've had this bag for almost, okay, it'll be 3 years in December this year. That's cool. No idea. Completely forgot. Forgot about 2020. Anyway, one of my favorite Louis Vuitton bags, and apparently I've had it a lot longer than I thought I did. Who knew? Now I'm second guessing myself. Did I buy any of these really in 2021? I don't know if I did. A lot of these are from 2020, the missing year. Of course, we've got my birthday bag. We'll get to that here in a minute. But the Louis Vuitton Marly in the monogram was another bag I think I bought in 2020, thinking it was 2021. Anyway, it's been a long couple of years. years. So the Pochette Marly GM, it's one of my favorite bags as well. I've literally wanted this one for so long. So I've been collecting LVs since I want to say it's like 2007 when I started. Yeah, it was 2007, just out of high school. I bought my first bag, this the LV Speedy 35, in very rough shape. It had a hole in the side. It was a whole thing. So I've always wanted this bag, and I don't know, I've literally never committed to it. I've never said, you know, this is going to be the year I buy it. And for some reason, 2020 was the year I bought it, and I have carried it a lot. There's tons of photos of me, especially on weekends. It's a great weekend bag. It literally carries everything you need. It's a good size, as you can tell. You have the wrist strap for easy use, and I absolutely love the bag. Of course, sadly enough, I think I did get this from a Japanese reseller, but because it was from a more humid climate, it does have the melted sticky pockets that LV is unfortunately famous for. So I think I got a quote, and I want to say total to get the bag, the pockets fixed, the interior pocket, the zip pocket on the outside, I think it's going to come out to like 350 maybe, give or take, USD. So I think this is going to finally be the year where I commit to it, send it in, because it is such a great bag. I would like to use it on vacation and have a little bit more room for like tickets and things here in the front in the zippered pocket. And I mean, can we just look at this vachetta for a moment? It is perfect all the way around. Like, is this not LV vachetta goals? I think it is. So that is the Pochette Marly. So next up, with my most used bags of 2021, I would have to say my Gucci Made for Factory Tassel clutch. So this bag, you guys, it's an anomaly in my collection. It's very plain, it's very subtle. Unless you were looking right here at the stamp, you really wouldn't clock it as Gucci. I mean, you probably could with the tassels and the bamboo. This was made for factory. So typically with Gucci items that are made for factory, this is like leftover leather from other things, or so I've been told. And I love that they took the time to braid some tassels, throw on some bamboo pieces for design. And this is just like quintessential Gucci in my mind. It's very simple, it's very chic, has kind of a 70s vibe to it with the tassels and the gold. We're here for it. I used it a lot in 2021 and 2020. Now that I'm looking back, I think I was picking bags from 2020 more so than 2021, but what can you do? It is what it is. And this bag, you guys, it's so simple, but it's so perfect. I love the canvas lining. The slip pocket on the inside is big enough for a Pro Max phone to slide down into, and it's just so easy to carry. This is perfect for like a date afternoon when we run to like Starbucks or just running to the store real quick. Literally throw your essentials in, throw it under your arm. I was big into clutches at the earlier start of last year and all of 2020, so this one went everywhere. I think I bought this, I want to say in 2018 for my 30th birthday when we were here in Chicago before we moved here, and I wore the red Gucci cape and the blue suit. It's a vibe. I was having a Gucci moment. I think it was like right after, yeah, we had just gotten back from Italy a couple months before in September, and I was still in Gucci mode. So we went over to the outlet at Rosemont, saw this in the case, I picked it up. I tell myself every time we go back, if I see it in more colors, I'm gonna buy it. Aside from like the smaller version a couple years ago, I've literally never seen the large one again. I would love more colors. I know they made it in a light blue, a light pink, a tan, a red. Should have bought the red when I could, because that would look so fire with my red Gucci cape. Anyway, it's made for factory, but it is still beautifully constructed, beautifully crafted, and I absolutely love it. It was a great bag, and I want to say I probably didn't pay more than $300 for it. It's a great bag. All right, so for 2021, my fourth most used bag that's unfortunately not a Balenciaga would have to be my Prada Esplanade shoulder bag. So this bag is gorgeous. I absolutely love it. So it's got this crossbody strap, and it sits a little bit higher up on my chest, which I really like when it comes to crossbody bags. I love the details of the lock on the side, the key clochette. There's not an outside pocket, which is kind of a bummer. I would like to be able to put my phone just kind of easily in it rather than, you know, unzipping it, zipping it back up and whatnot. But it's a gorgeously constructed bag. It is made of two different types of leather on the exterior. You have the traditional Saffiano leather from Prada, and then kind of a box calf. It's not as rigid as a box calf, but it is very soft and very smooth. And I think it's the same leather on the lining as well. It's absolutely gorgeous inside. There are two slip pockets on the inside, but with the way that the top is constructed, when these flaps go down, you really can't get to the pockets, which kind of dumb. Not gonna lie, I don't use them, but I'm not really a big pocket person anyway. Says the guy that wants to spend $300 on new pockets for his Marley. So I'm full of contradictions. When it comes to this bag, I just don't want inside pockets, I guess. The sides are also just made in the smooth leather, as you can tell, and beautiful bright gold pieces. So there's two versions of the Prada Esplanade bag, shoulder bag anyway. So they had the full price version at boutiques, which is what this is. And then after it was discontinued, they made a different version for the outlet. It's a little bit larger in size and has a long, thin chin strap to it. I think proportionally I prefer the full price version when it comes to the boutique versus made for factory, and it might also be a little bit better of a quality. However, I absolutely love this bag. At the time, I think I bought this in 2020 and it was my most expensive bag at the time. It was originally, I want to say $1,600 or $1,700 at boutique. After I bought it at the outlet, I might have gotten it for like maybe $1,000 before tax. I really don't remember. However, fun fact, we had literally gotten there that day. So this was like right in the middle of COVID. I think it was a point where it was like safe enough to go shopping and go out. And so Zane and I double masked, went to the outlet. We had to wait in line. So for those of you familiar with the Prada outlet lines, they are absolutely insane. They let in, I think the maximum in the store, it's either 5 people or 10 people. I'm leaning more towards 5 just with how slow it goes. Literally at the Rosemont outlet, if it wraps around the store and gets to the sign on the side, it's a 45-minute wait. Yes, I've timed it. I know this for a fact. Science. If it goes down to Burberry more, you're looking at a good hour and a half, 2 hours probably for Prada. Anyway, so we made it all the way through the line. You know, I'm like looking in the windows, like looking like a stalker, trying to plan out like, okay, I want to hit that item, that item, that item. And I saw this. I said to Zan, like, that's probably coming home with us, just so you know. We get to the very front of the line. They take our temperatures. We hand sanitize. I beeline for the bag. And then I think her name is Maria. That sounds about right. She comes up to us and she goes, oh my gosh, you have great taste. We literally just put those out this morning. I'm like, okay, it's gorgeous. I'm like, do you have any more in the back? And she goes, no, we literally have the 2 in the gray, which I have. And she's like, if you don't buy one of those, if you don't buy one, I'm probably gonna buy it later myself. She loved it too. Unfortunately, I think when we went back a few weeks later, she hadn't bought one for herself yet. Anyway, absolutely love the bag. At the time, I was completely sticker shocked. For those of you that collect bags and luxury goods, like when you know, you know. Right? And no matter what the price is, you're just like, whatever, stars in your eyes. So Danny O, who is another fabulous YouTube creator, I'll link her channel down below, recently on her community post asked a poll, and I think she asked like, when do you know it's an impulse buy, or what do you categorize as an impulse buy? And I think the options were 5 minutes, 2 hours, 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that. And I said 5 minutes. This would count as an impulse buy. I didn't think about, you know, my collection as a whole. Like I saw this, I felt the emotional connection, and I knew I had to have it. So I think on the Dessa scale, if those of you who are familiar with it, I worked at Ethan Allen and we had to learn this to help sell to different people. I think I'm both an emotional and an analytical, and this time my E overtook my A on the Dessa scale. I don't know where I was going with all that story. It was an impulse buy. I loved it. It was my most expensive bag at the time, I think, probably. Esplanade shoulder bag. Now, if you guys want a review on this bag, I did do one on my channel way early on when we were in our old apartment, which I absolutely missed because it was so glamorous. Anyway, it's a very cringy, probably very awkward video, and it's one that I probably haven't watched myself in quite some time. So I'll link it down below. Be very kind in the comments. It is cringy AF. Anyway, Prada Esplanade shoulder bag. We went on a journey with that one, didn't we? A to B. That was a rambly one. Sorry about that. Oh, and I forgot to mention, he went to Spain with us and it was a fabulous time. I absolutely love this bag. It's so easy to carry. Spain vlog coming up this Sunday. I'm a mess tonight, you guys, but we're all here for it, right? Now, the final most carried bag in my collection of 2021 that probably is not a Balenciaga bag, because we all know all 5, 10, 15 of the most carried bags of 2021 would have been Balenciaga. Balenciaga. Anyway, the Coach Mini Cashin Shopper's Tote, I think. Coach Mini Cashin Tote. I did a reveal on this one and a review. I think it was part of my birthday shopping haul, which was amazing. And I did a review on this. So if you want to check out either of those, links are down below. You know where to find them in the description. Anyway, this bag can go crossbody. I bought the chalk for my birthday. Had an absolutely horrendous experience in the store, but what can you do? Yeah, I almost returned it. I was that upset about it, but the bag was just too cute to return, so I kept it. Plus the other store down the street, I went to one like 10 minutes away or 20 minutes away. The one 5 minutes away didn't have it. So what can you do? Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous bag. And it's from Coach. So for those of you who don't know, I used to work at Coach many moons ago when I was in college. Loved the company, hated the store. Maybe, do we want a story time on that? Let me know down in the comments. How much can I legally tell you guys about my experience there? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if that's something you kind of want. If not, I won't bore you guys. Lots of drama, lots of tea. The tea is piping hot 10 years later. Trust me, it's a good one. Anyway, Coach bag, what can we say about it? It really only holds the essentials, so you really have to think about what you're carrying when you're carrying it, which I love that. Typically, I carry like a really big bag these days. I'm not so much into my clutches right now, just cause I'm not. It is what it is. This makes you really consider what you're going to carry. So it can hold a phone, it can hold a smaller wallet, keys, chapstick, whatever. That's about it. So it really makes you think about what you're carrying, which is great for the weekends because you don't want to be lugging around a big bag. I mean, maybe you do, but I really don't. I carry a big bag all week. On the weekends, I just want to take the essentials. Chill vibes only. That is the Coach Cashin Tote. What more can be said? I am very jealous of Japan. They actually released a color, I think it was called Cherry Blossom, which I love pink, 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 pink. I was very upset that they didn't give it to the States. I almost was willing to pay a lot more on eBay just to get the color because it's so gorgeous. For me, I would like to see this bag in like more brighter colors, fun colors, blues, pinks, purple would be fun. Maybe like a really good kind of bottle green or a cognac-y, rich kind of 65th anniversary legacy kind of color. I really hope that they introduce more colors in this bag. I'm not optimistic because they haven't really released anything new lately as far as the mini Cashin goes, but I think it's such a fantastic bag. If you're in the market for a really well-priced bag, I mean, this is a full leather bag with feet for only 250 USD. So what do you guys think of my 5 non-Balenciaga most used bags of 2021? Obviously, I was into much smaller bags at the start of the year. I don't know, I think that my shopping habits changed. I added the large peekaboos, the briefs, the work, the city bag, that gorgeous Marmont. So I think I just started to evolve into much larger bags by the end of the year. But at the start of the year, I had a much smaller collection. So I was doing the math, and if I switched by the week still, like if I kept up that trend, I would literally carry each bag maybe 1 week out of an entire year. That's kind of a bummer. All these beautiful bags, and it's going to see the light of day 1 week a year. So I'm trying to decide if I have it in me to change daily, change by the outfit. I wear the same black outfit to work every week, so that wouldn't play out well. Anyway, I'm just trying to decide daily, weekly. I mean, every few days, I just have all these bags. I want to use them all. I don't really want to sell any. Like, why would I do that? But at the same time, I have a lot. So I might have to be more considerate with what I add this year. I know I said I would only add 10 or 11 bags in 2022. I'm 4 bags in already and it's only February. So that didn't really work out for me very well, did it? Anyway, you guys, thank you for joining me on this rambly little odyssey that we did today. We learned a lot about me, probably too much. I might have overshared. These are the 5 bags of 2021. What's 2022 looking like so far? I know my Muse 2's come out a few times, the brief, the peekaboos, but the year is still young, so we'll have to check that out in 2023. All right, guys, I hope you have a fantastic week. Make sure to come back on Sunday at 10 a.m. Central Time for my Spain vlog. I think we're finally gonna get that one put all together and put out for you guys to enjoy. So Zane, get to work. They're waiting. All right, you guys, I hope you all had a wonderful Valentine's Day. And until Sunday, I hope you all have a wonderful week. All right, you guys, see you then. Bye-bye.